Well, everybody. I did a stream just now going over a bunch of the update stuff, and the world is gone. Well, not gone, but it's still here. But it's corrupt. Well, okay, it's not corrupt either, but it wasn't loading in the version here. So it seems to have been soft locked in whatever version it was left in, because I tried even the backup, and it seems like just those worlds are just not loading for some reason. So I've decided to start a new world. Look at this terrain. In Infdev, let me pull up my thing. 20100615. Oh yeah, I'll go over the update stuff in a little bit here. But I'm gonna just go for a bit of a walk to start the episode. No reason in particular as to why I am doing this walk. Definitely not because I have an ulterior goal in mind. Definitely not that because the episode name is A Journey to the Monolith. You're probably wondering, what is the monolith? Well, it is a terrain generation bug, like the Farlands. That was implemented, well, as a bug, of course. It was accidentally brought into the game. And I want to see if I can find it. And I did try in a stream, I did do like a trial, and I did like try 2 times to find it, so there's a good chance I won't find it here either, but I wanted to give it a shot, and if not, then I can just think about what to do for next week. But at least my current plan is just to see how far I can get and see if I can find this terrain generation bug. And yeah, I'll have to see where I can go from there, because there's supposed to be, you know, the rest of the Infdev base. So I'm gonna have to rethink my plans. Looks like these are the mountains that go up to build height. They're not quite, I don't think these are the monoliths. I know in the patch notes there is a fact about the new terrain generation, which, I mean, I guess you are seeing now. The terrain has been quite drastically improved. I mean, it's also, I guess it's a bit of an improvement over the original world, just because I don't have my chunk errors, because I remade the world while I was in the world. Of course, that was going to have some consequences, it seems. No one's actually confirmed whether or not that actually is it, technically speaking, but that's kind of my best guess for the original world. But I guess it's like the history book on the shelf is repeating itself, because I'm back in a new world for like 2 episodes or whatever in Infdev, and then it's into the alpha base. So that's something. I could always just stay here for the for both bases and just traverse out, but that's also contingent on whether I can actually survive. I'm going out a good little ways here, so I'll have to see. And judging by how much land there is here, it looks like I'm already in the big gap of land. Now, I explained it in the other stream or whatever. I'm using a monolith finder. Yes, such things do exist. I'm using a monolith finder to track one down, and I found a pretty wild case of the monoliths over yonder this way. There should be one on the way, but I don't know if I'll be able to see it. I don't know if that's something I want to keep my eye on. This water over here. Anyway, it's generally a diagonal this way. Pretty straightforward. So I'm gonna try and stay true to it as much as I can. I usually like to pinpoint the terrain, but I don't got much in the way of doing that right now, because it's all just big old blobs of land. Ooh, I don't want to fall. I do believe I'm going the right way, because the clouds move in the negative X direction, and the sun sets and rises in the negative X or Z direction. So I do believe I am going the right way. It just so happens that most of this journey is gonna take place by foot, which is very nice. Now, I should have already seen one of the monoliths, but I might have just walked by it, like missed it, because I kind of made like a straight diagonal cut. Very Journey to the Farlands-esque of me to walk it diagonally. We're going to the corner. What was I calling it? The monolith, the corner monolith. You know, there's no such thing. Maybe the corner of a monolith, but yeah, this ain't the Farlands, Chief. If you want Farlands, go watch my Journey to the Farlands. It's gonna be this stream's probably gonna mirror Journey a little bit, at least until I get there. Gonna try and remain hopeful that I will actually make it. I'm trusting the Reddit thread, so we'll have to see. It's like from like 13 years ago. So I'll see just how accurate my wandering is. And yeah, I do love the terrain though. It's so shockingly different. I mentioned that in my my trial stream that I did for this episode. It's just so cool. I mean, I guess you've already seen it. Like just like the strange floating terrain, the mountains that go up to build height, the monoliths. Like, it's just all the gang's all here. Now this, I don't exactly know where I am, but I imagine that this might be what I'm looking for. Third time's the charm. I'll have to see. It looks like it kind of juts out and it keeps kind of going back in, so this could actually be what I'm looking for. I just have to go straight this way if it is. Oh boy. What a time it is wandering through Minecraft world. Getting flashbacks. Flashbacks to my journey. My dear old journey. Honestly. Yeah, like I said, I will go over the notes when I get to the good old monolith. Nighttime hits and I'm just chilling. Oh good, there's no mob spawning. No mob spawning, so I can make a safe arrival. It's just like the old days of this series, like a few weeks ago, when the mobs weren't spawning. Now let me quickly get a drink of my pop here. Still good. I'll just see if I can hug the coast, because I really just have to hug the coast to get to where I want to go. It's just like the other world, except I didn't actually make it. I'm hoping I actually can this time. I literally just went like one direction, and if everything is right, then I should be well on my way. Although, I think I screwed up the scale when I did it initially, so I might have to account for that, because it is a few thousand blocks in each direction. So it'll probably be like a good, 10-20 minutes before I get there. Well, that's if I'm lucky. I usually get around like 1,000 blocks every 10 minutes, I think. Yeah, right about. This will be like half an hour of walking, I'd say. Just to get there. Oh my god. I'm not even talking about the Farlands, everybody. I know the Farlands all too well. If I am the right way, this should start to recede back. It seems to be going out pretty far, but also I'm looking at a bit of a graduated scale. Does it start to set back in? Because that is a bit of a if it doesn't. Oh, is that it? That looks a bit, did I really make it? Well, I mean, would you call that monolithesque? I think I would. I think that's a little bit more spooky looking than any other Infdev terrain I've ran into. That looks pretty monolithesque. Wow. Didn't even take that long. Thought I was going much slower. Oh, that is very cool. Look at that. Just huge stack. And it's not a chunk error, by the way, in case anyone's curious. It is a monolith. Yep, look at that. Beast. I'm gonna just walk around the whole thing just to get a gander at it. Holy. I've never seen one of these before. Oh, it looks like I'm just on like the precipice of it too, because holy, that's super tall. It goes up to build height, but I didn't realize how high build height was. I guess sea level is pretty low. Well, I don't know how high it is. I mean, it should end here, and then if you look, it's just gonna continue onto the other side. This is very nice. Unless this is just the small one, because I have not been walking very long. I don't know if it's the big one. I mean, I don't know if I really even need the big one. This one is pretty big. I think I got a pretty solid base location for this world. Yeah, it must be, oh. Yeah, this must be the small one. Do I want to go to the big one? Because there is a bigger one. That's pretty big, if you ask me. I could get a screenshot of it. I mean, it's not daytime yet, but and that is my first monolith sighting. Okay, if I continue to go this direction, so that means I'm on the right track. I was just a little bit ahead of myself. But basically, if I just head diagonally this direction away from that monolith, I should find a larger one. A more dramatic looking one. So I think I might go there. Just chill there until I die. See what I can get done. And then that way, there's not really any worry about dying and going back to spawn. Because then if it happens, I can just switch to the alpha base anyway. I do need to walk another odd few thousand blocks. Now let's keep going. The hunger for expedition continues. I did not envision this taking quite so long, but it's been well worth it. Well worth the wait. Very flat land here. Look at this. If I go far enough, I should reach a body of water, which will be a telltale sign that I'm close. Otherwise, I'm basically a diagonal from the original, so. I mean, I already know I'm going the right way. Should be a perfect diagonal. I want to check out this larger one. If that was like the small one, I was like, oh, that's tiny. This other one's huge, guys. Well, this is a bit of a change of pace for the series here, but I really wanted to check out the monoliths, considering they're going to be added, and the fact that I got like thrown out of my own world, or my old world, is a bit of a sign. It's just a little bit of a sign to try and find them. And I did find them. The journey to the monolith was much shorter, but it was still pretty cool. Bit of an expense to pay to get the monoliths and get the monolith base, but I mean, I can't really do anything about the old world. I don't know how to fix it because I took backups of it, but they just don't seem to load. I guess I could show you guys to just like so you guys know what it's like. I think basically the screen just goes black whenever I try to enter the world. So if there's any one that knows a fix to that, then do let me know. But I think I'm just gonna start in this world from here on. Loading a few thousand blocks of old terrain. It's gonna be weird, like being like modern Minecraft and looking back through like all this old terrain. Cause there's gonna be like thousands of blocks of old terrain just chilling. And I think this is gonna compensate for a lot of adventure in the world. I guess until like the stronghold hunting. Is that the water? It looks like I'm at the water here. So I'm almost there. I mean, I did walk like the whole night. This like water thing here should be fairly expansive. Imagine all the ores and bits I'm walking underneath. I mean, I guess that same principle applies to Journey, which I've gone like 8,000 blocks, or 8 million. I'm underselling myself. 8 million blocks is no laughing matter, considering this episode is like 3,000. Look at how long it's taken me. Yes, I did somehow manage to make it that far in a Minecraft world, just walking. I used boats in that one though, so just speed it up a bit. But boy, do I want boats looking at this expanse here. Alright, I'll have to swim. Swim, baby, swim. Ah. I guess that means if I'm staying in this world that like original like thing. I found, I guess I could go back to the original monolith later in the series. But I think this bigger one is going to be cool. Especially if it's as cool as I think it is. Yeah, I guess I'll kind of converge with that land there in a moment here. I think if I keep going this direction, I should be able to see it within my view pretty soon. The second one, the one I get to see during the day, because the night, oh, it's going to be nighttime again, isn't it? And I think the sun's, is it rising still? Hopefully. I was like, damn, that was a short day. No, I think there's still a little bit of time left. But I should be able to see this one pretty soon here. This might take a bit of swimming. Yeah, the lack of boats is a little bit interesting, but hey, at least you guys don't have to watch like that hour and a half of me trying to find the monoliths originally. You just get like a flawless find of them, like there wasn't any struggle beforehand. Well, there was, so yeah, that's a thing. It's not quite like a straight diagonal shot, like it's just off the way a bit, so I think my little side swim here should be good enough. It was so weird loading it, and I was like, I just knew when I saw it in like the edge of my terrain view that I was like, oh yeah, that's it. You can't make that up. See, running into that. If I wanted to find this naturally, yeah, use a monolith tracker if you want to find one. I know. I looked at a comment. I don't know if it was about monoliths or what, but I know Fig was in there. Funnily enough, if you guys know my journey, I've talked about Fig a few times. He went to the corner Farlands, and he went like, I think at that point he was like 1 million blocks into an alpha journey thing, something like that, and he actually did find like 2 monoliths in that 1 million blocks, but they're pretty rare. Yeah, but I just used the monolith generator just so I could have no trouble at all finding them. But it did have a little bit of trouble, but you know, you put enough time in, you'll find them. Even with the old Minecraft charm, you can still actually find your way. I didn't even know the clouds and the sun. I didn't even think of that to like have the direction. But back in the Flatlands, is that like a variant of the Farlands? Well, I'm about to find the Flatlands raised up to a whole new level. I'll just see it like off in the distance when I do come across it. This one's a lot bigger. If I can manage to find it. Yeah, I'm still kind of going that like diagonal direction, so I should be good. Even if I do overshoot, I could just follow the coast and find it. Kind of keep my wits about me. Oh, there it is. Oh my god. Look at how huge it is. Oh, it's just loading in. It looks like the Farlands. It really does. The Farlands Junior. Oh. Okay, this huge wall does look like the Farlands though, doesn't it? This is all just a monolith. And there's like ore in it and everything. I mean, there's coal, mainly. But it looks like I found the big one. The big one, yeah, it's a little big. Just a little. It does, I might just do it, just be like, the 4-1s. It's like the only redeeming part of this episode. It's a shorter episode, okay? I'm gonna try and figure out what the friggin' heck I'm gonna do with this series after this episode. This was just one of the really cool things I wanted to stumble across, and boy, is it cool. I do want to go up to the top of it and check it out, but I'm gonna see just the rest of this thing, because this isn't even the whole thing. This is just part of it. It keeps going. If I look at the world map, it just keeps on keeping on. This is so cool though, man. Yeah, I love this. This is definitely like a base location for me. So weird though, like it's not even like blocky like chunks. It's actually like, you can see like it's like a bit rough around the edges. Yep, I reached the Farlands, everybody. Journey's over. No, I'm just kidding. I reached the monolith, everybody. Journey's over. There we go. I figured it out in the end. See, if I keep wandering along here, I should find the water, unless it just keeps going for going and going. It's going for a while. It's I definitely did not realize how big it was, because the other one was big. This one is huge. I just love world generation bugs in Minecraft. Could just do like clickbait, like Infdev's Farlands. I could just do that. That'd be kind of funny. Just to see. I mean, it basically is. I mean, Infdev does actually have its own Farlands, funnily enough. Yeah, look, it just keeps going over onto the other side. There's even more over there. So, like, base location, anybody? Ow. Like, oh, there's just an infinite ocean underneath it. This isn't spooky at all. Okay, I think I know where I'm gonna base. Do I want to like base in the middle? I mean, like the ocean's a little bit precarious, but like this is really cool. I got a top-notch base location. Can't really beat this. Man, I did really find Infdev's Farlands over here. This is like epic. Truly epic. And yeah, this, oh, you know what? I might even just keep wandering along here for a bit. I know it's going to drag the episode on for a bit, but here's like a good base location. It's going to kind of cut in, so I could live like inside of it. I've really upgraded from the last base. I hate to break it to you guys, but this might have to be my base for a while. People are just like, you think? I know. I don't think, I know. I know this is like a top-notch base. Like, where else would you want a base in life than the friggin' Infdev Farlands? Well, it's not... Okay, I shouldn't say that, because there is an actual Farlands in Infdev, but I just want to be funny like that. I know it's a bit anticlimactic for some, but this is so cool for me. I love this. I'm gonna just keep going along the edge here and see if I can find a cool spot to settle. I mean, like seeing like both of them like that is kind of cool. So I might have to move around a bit. You guys can comment on that. Let me know what you guys think. But I wanted to check out this like little part where it like sets in a little bit. Like if I keep wandering along here enough, I mean that will fade out of view. But I will see that it does set in good ways, so I might go in there and then just be surrounded by it instead. I mean, I kind of like being on the water, but I could always work with it, you know, with the endless ocean and all. Oh yeah, okay, here it is, in here. It's nighttime, so I won't be able to get a good thumbnail, but I could get a thumbnail or use one of my screenshots I already took. And I'm just taking it like the other way, because I don't think you actually can take screenshots in game right now. No. Can't do much of anything, but I can find ludicrously ridiculous terrain in Minecraft. Okay, this might have to be the spot. You guys are gonna have to let me know for next time. Because, I mean, wouldn't it be so cool to be nestled in like the friggin' Grand Canyon, the Mariana Trench of Minecraft? It's like the ultimate fortress. It's so weird, like how flat it is. it's just gonna keep going in deeper and deeper. So, I mean, being surrounded by it would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? This isn't even the end of it either. It keeps going. Like, this is huge. Like, I did not realize how huge this was. But I think I'm gonna leave this episode here. I think that's enough nonsense for now. You guys can let me know where you want to see me base. But yeah, there also is like a whole patch of this surrounded by ocean, so I might have to go check that out next time. So even if you do have suggestions for this time, I might have to go and check out that other spot too to see if it outweighs anything you guys say. But anyway, thank you everybody so much for tuning in to this episode of Minecraft Through Time. Bit of a detour, but it was kind of a necessary one because the old world's not really able to be loaded anymore. So yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, goodbye.